Hey guys, Ryan Draper here. I want to do a little bit of a different video for you today. A lot of you guys may not know that I'm actually a pretty avid World of Warcraft player. I've played ever since Burning Crusade came out, all the expansions, all the way up into the latest one, which just came out about a week ago, Warlords of Draenor. But what I wanted to show you today was actually an add-on that I've used since about Wrath of the Lich King expansion. At the time, I was leveling a lot of alts, just because I wanted to kind of just see what all the classes were like. I'm a bit of an altaholic, and it was taking me a really long time to do so. And then a buddy in my guild was like, "Hey, you should try out the Zygor Guide." And so I checked it out. I ended up buying it, and I've used it ever since. It's just an amazing, amazing guide. What it is it's an in-game leveling guide, and it was kind of the first in-game leveling guide of its time. There were some leveling guides out at the time, but you had to like alt-tab out. They were kind of web-based or PDF type guides, which were hard to follow. And this was the first one that actually was in the game with you. It would tell you step by step what to do. It would automatically update and blah, 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 blah. But I'll show you that in a second. But anyway, it just made my leveling so much faster. I mean, it was unbelievable. Probably 2 to 3 times faster than it was before. And now with the new heirloom gear and things like that, I mean, using this guide, you can get, level, like it's 100 now, level 100 characters very, very quickly. So let me go actually into the game here. I made a little level 1 hunter schmokes here. So we'll enter the world, and I'll show you kind of how I use the guide, how I set it up, and some of the cool features of it.
Emboldened by the
return
of their heroic
scene. Okay, so when you first log in, you're going to be greeted with this little welcome to Zygor Guides 5.0 screen. Just click on continue. You won't see this. This is only because I've had a profile from my other account. This is just a starter account I made for videos purposes. But you won't have to click on this, so don't worry about that for now. And the only thing you'll have to do is this. You can customize your user settings. I always go with advanced user. What that does is it'll make it so it automatically accepts and turns in quests for me. It'll automatically accept the recommended quest rewards for your class and spec. It just speeds it up a lot more. Like if you're a hunter, hunters use leather, and if you're a certain spec of hunter, it's going to be, this, you need this agility or whatever it is. It'll automatically pick that for you, the best quest reward for your class and spec. So it looks at those two things. And it'll automatically equip the best gear on your character that you have in your bags, which is nice. So if you're a brand new player just starting the game, you might want to just do new user. That way you can kind of equip it and see how the gear works at your own pace. But if you've played for a long time and you're just looking for super speed, go with advanced user. That's what I do. So I'll go ahead and click continue, and I'll just call this test, and that's it. So the first thing we do, or that's going to show up, is this little screen right here, the Zygor Guide. I always take the, you can move it around with a left click, by the way, the little arrow, and I move it underneath my guy, just so I can kind of peripherally see which way I have to go all the time. This is just a little thing that shows like the guy you need to talk to next, or the enemy you have to fight next. It's kind of cool if you're new to the game, but I always turn it off just because I kind of remember all these things anyway. So I'm going to close that, and I'm going to move this over here just so it's not in my way. Real quick too, I'm going to turn off tool tips just so that doesn't get in my way. Okay. So basically what you're going to do is just follow the guide. It says accept this from this guy, so I'm just going to go over here.
Well met.
Click on him.
Be careful.
Accept it, and then I'm going to go do what it says. It says kill 6 Blackrock Battle Wargs. I'm going to go do that right now. So we'll just kill these things very quickly. Insane hunters are insanely overpowered at level 1. Not sure if they stay that way or not, but okay, so there's my 6 battle wargs. As you can see, the guide is already updated. If I follow my little arrow where to go, it's going to point me over in this direction to go turn the quest in and accept the next one. So we'll go do that right now.
Need help? Go with honor, friend.
Alright, and I've hit level 2 already. And now it says kill 8 Blackrock spies. So I'm just going to go ahead and start doing that. Pretty easy. Okay, so anyway, this would be a good time to show you a few of the other features of the guide. What you can do is if you click this little, where is it? Oh, this little down arrow. This leveling guide is just actually one of the many things you can use with the Zygor guide. It has a daily quest guide, which I really use all the time. It just takes you the most efficient route through all your daily quests, which is cool. It's got an event guide, so if you're doing like, you know, Noble Garden, any of the Halloween events, it'll guide you through those too. It's got a dungeon guide for every dungeon in the game. It's got a gear guide, which is kind of cool. It'll always show you here what the best in slot gear is for your level and where to get it. Like if it's a dungeon or an NPC or whatever it is, it shows you that, which is really neat. The professions guide is awesome. That shows you the most efficient and cheapest way to level every profession in the game up to full, up to max. I've used that before. It's got an achievement guide, pet guide. A title guide is really cool. Like if you want a cool title like Kingslayer or something like that, it'll show you exactly the steps you need to get that, which is pretty awesome. And then there's for rep grinding. It shows you where to kill things and stuff like that, which is really handy too. One other thing that's really nice too, like say you have like a level 63 mage or something like that and you've never used the guide before. What you do is when you log in, you just go to the suggest tab. It's going to automatically know your level, where you're at, and what quests you've already completed. So it's going to suggest a leveling guide for you based on all that information. So you just click on that and hit accept, and it'll automatically just start you with the next quest, the most efficient route to get to level 100 now from where you are. So it's really an awesome guide. I use it with every single character. I couldn't imagine leveling a character without it. Now, what's nice about it is it just lets you play through the game without having to worry about quests. It makes the game, honestly, it made it a lot more fun for me just because I don't have to worry about where I'm supposed to go or, you know, what I'm supposed to do. It just streamlines it all for you so you can just enjoy the game at its purest. But anyway, that's my little review of the Zygor leveling guide. I do actually have a discount link for all my subscribers in the description below. If you click on it, they give you a good discount. It's pretty cheap to begin with anyway, but I tell you, just the time you save alone is well worth the money for the guide. So thanks for watching, guys. Leave a comment below if you got any questions or anything about it. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you liked it. I'm Ryan Draper, and thanks for watching.